He's never fought us. Not us united.
My favorite moment in the entire... Maybe I should complicate this before I start speaking here.
Welcome to Comics League. I'm Jared, and today we're talking about two things. Number one is the importance of remaining positive because in the comic book community, particularly the internet one, because I understand that there's like lots of negativity surrounding comic book fandom. And then I'm also gonna show off a little comic book haul I picked up recently because I went to my LCS and splurged. And shout out to Docking Bay 94 Comics. Those guys do fantastic work. They always have every book I want. So there you go. Docking Bay 94. This one's for you. So remaining positive. I know there's lots of stuff that people don't like that's going on with DC and Marvel right now, particularly the MCU and DC Comics, the DCEU. But it's not all bad. There's plenty of other good books. And my whole thing is that if you don't like what DC's doing now, or what Marvel's doing now, or MCU, or so on and so forth, then consume the content that you like. It's like me, I have a bunch of older comics because that's really my era. Pre-death metal, I've just recently started getting back into a lot of the newer stuff because the quality's been dramatically increasing. So really, I have a more of a reason to invest more in the newer stuff. But my point is, just buy the stuff that you do like. Like if there's a writer or run that you really like, you trust that writer, get that. Or if you like, let's say you don't like what's going on with Justice League, but you love Grant Morrison's JLA, read Grant Morrison's JLA. I argue that there's more good than bad in modern comics. Sorry, my action figures fell down. But there's more good than bad in modern comics, and that's really the chief point that I want to make, because ultimately, if you're angry and depressed about what's going on in comics too long, it's gonna bleed. Really, I understand being very passionate about this particular medium, but number one, these are fictional characters. So there's no reason to be this crazy about it, particularly you anti-Snyder fans. These are fictional characters. And second off, really ultimately, it just, you can enjoy this more if you actually invest in what you enjoy. I don't think people should be dropping DC entirely, saying I'm never going to read any DC books ever again. Just read the stuff that you like. Just read the stuff that you like. That's pretty much it. That's the way you solve it. Just read what you like, and you know what? You're no less of a DC fan than those that still read the modern stuff. It doesn't affect your fandom. It just means you like a particular era of DC, and that's totally fine. So that's where I'm going to leave this topic. But now let's go into my comic haul. So I got I got some cool new stuff. So I picked up, because I've heard good things about Earth 1. I picked up, first off, volumes 1 and 2 of Earth 1 Green Lantern, because I checked out the comic pop for this, and apparently this is one of the coolest original ideas for Green Lantern. I'm going to review this on the channel. I got Earth 1 volumes 2 and 3 of Wonder Woman. I have volume 1 in a set, so I wanted to get the rest of the story. I got because I have volume 1 already, I got volumes 2 and 3 of Superman, because I love Earth 1. It's basically the ultimate DC universe, and they really play into that a lot. They modernize the characters a lot. I got volume 1 of DC versus Vampires, where the DC Justice League go to war with vampires, and super, super cool. It's by James Tinian. He's known for making those horror storylines, so it really, really, really fits his skill set. I got Batman the White Knight by Sean Gordon Murphy, one of the best Batman stories, but it's out of continuity, but still one of the best Batman stories of all time. Then I got Wolverine Origin, which is the origin comic for Wolverine, which is basically which was their response to the X-Men Origins movie, because what happened was the movie was coming out and they were going to do the Wolverine, they were going to tell the Wolverine origin. So the comics people were like, we can't let the movie have the origin before we do, so let's just do it ourselves. So they made that comic. And next I finally have 300. So I now have the 300 book. I now have 300 in Xerxes. So I expect a review of that. Now, in terms of single issues, I got some interesting ones. Number one, the chief thing that will be reviewed on this channel's Indie Wednesday is I Saw Him #1 from the Rippaverse, which I'm super excited. I'm really enjoying it so far. I got some Superman from 1984. I got some Terminator from the 90s. I got the issue where Superman actually gets the blue suit Superman, which, I mean, okay, but I just want to check it out. I got this random Supergirl issue. I got Oracle because I wanted to see if there were more series about her being Oracle, which I like. Booster Gold because it's Booster Gold. From Image, I got Darker Image, which I guess is their big crossover with all their characters, so that's dope. I got Supreme Madness from, it looks like, Rob Liefeld. He's the writer on that. Wildcats #7. You know I love my Wildcats. Witchblade. Thanks to Nick from the Phoenix Press for recommending Witchblade, because now pretty much whenever I go to my LCS, I get some Witchblade issues. Then I found this new indie series called 10th Muse, which the covers looked interesting, so I wanted to check that out. I also got, by the way, Berserker Volume 2. I reviewed Volume 1 on the channel a little while ago. I will be doing Volume 2 as soon as I finish reading it. I got some 10th Muse. I got like a bunch of issues. Recently, for Batman Day, I just ordered a bunch of free comics, which was like the first issue of Hush and this Batman mystery case book. It's just like a kid book. But we have Squadron Supreme. You guys all know I love me some Squadron Supreme because they're basically Marvel's version of the Justice League. I got Predator #2 because I'm currently collecting Marvel's Predator and it's super cool. Punisher Warzone #4 right here. I got Batman Batman Killing Time 4 of 6. Batman Killing Time #6, so I guess the conclusion. Batman Catwoman #12 by Tom King. I still like Tom King's Batman. World's Finest by Mark Waid and Dan Mora. Action Comics 1045 by Daniel Warren Johnson. Love it. Black Adam by Christopher Priest. Deathstroke 11 by Breeson. And DC versus Vampires All Out War by Matt Rosenberg. There you go. Flashpoint Beyond 5 of 6 by Jeff Johns. And finally, Deceased Worthy Ungods by Tom Taylor. Again, Tom Taylor Paradox, baby. So those are my new comics that I picked up. Hope you guys enjoyed that little preview. I will be doing an updated room tour probably next week because I'm still like figuring out how I want to organize this room. But I have a couple of other stuff. I have a new shelf for statues, and there's plenty of stuff that's going to come out in the coming days and weeks. And I will see you on this Indie Wednesday when I talk about I Saw Him #1. Anyway, stay at work, everyone. Bye-bye.